Hi, everyone. Greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. It's all about the Western Conference. That's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. Now, here's Simons. Shot clock at 5. Here's Ayton. And the layup's good off the glass. Ayton's got the game going here with the first basket for the Trailblazers.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. And the NBA is truly an international league. I mean, look no further than DeAndre Ayton, hailing from the Bahamas.
Well, you love that him and Buddy Hield carrying the torch for their home country. Ayton is actually the second first overall pick from the Bahamas, the first one being the great Michael Thompson.
Curry's shot is good.
Well, you give Curry a point-blank shot. That's just too easy.
Thibault on the wing. Back to Simons. Pass to Ayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Ayton's got his second bucket.
Now, DeAndre Ayton, dangerous in the pick and roll just because as a big, he can get off of that screen so easily.
Offensive rebound. Curry outside. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Looney. No good, not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Here are the Trailblazers with the ball. Pass to Ayton. Back to Thibault. Fires from deep. The offensive rebound. Ayton in the corner. Simons surveying the D. Unable to get that one. And Curry has it in the corner. And now we've got the intentional foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Curry. They double-team Curry. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Curry can't get it to go.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Ayton inside. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Well, he's a pretty high percentage shooter from there. Ayton's size and touch, it's a pretty tough combo to go against.
Curry buries it down low. Curry's got 6 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now, here's Sharp. Back to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Does it feel good as a big man like Ayton to throw it down? You bet it does.
Timeout called the Warriors. It seems likely that the Warriors' title run under Steph Curry, Brent, has probably come to a close.
Yeah, I'm not going to count Steph Curry out quite yet, Kevin, but, they have added some quality youngsters. They're trying to grow that group. How fast can they bring those kids along to championship caliber players? That's the big question. They're going to win their share of games.
This is why you got to be right up on Curry, because he's a dangerous threat off the dribble.
Knocked away. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Simons with the ball. Now Green defending. Kept alive. Here's Ayton. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And so Green will bring it up for the Warriors. They trail by 1. There's the triple. The Trailblazers pull it in. Abdi on the wing. Scoreless thus far. Back to Ayton. That shot off. Great D that time from Green. Left side Curry. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Ayton.
And Curry does a great job of selling that pump fake, and he forces the D to react, and they make the mistake.
He doesn't get the second one.
A shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front, but at least they're tied up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And taking a look back at last year's numbers, he's about a 76%. Shoot.
Just 3 on the clock. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers lead by 1. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Stingy on the defense end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
Butler on the wing. Back to Podziemski. Pass to Moody. The 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Portland leading. Now here's Henderson. They get it again. Green off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
The kick outside to Butler. Green inside the three-point line. To the middle. Back to Hield. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He makes good on the layup. Over the course of a season, each team takes on a certain personality. Brent, do coaches try to shape that personality based on their roster?
Well, Kevin, it's a great question, and I think the best coaches in our league adapt to the personality of the team as it starts to formulate throughout the season. You lean into what guys naturally are. Some success comes with that.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. But in the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. Here's Butler. Henderson pulls it in.
Well, mid-range is where he makes the money. So when the D's slow to get out on him, always surprising to see him miss from there.
Count it. And now a three-point Trailblazer lead.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Green's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Here's Jackson Davis. 8 feet away, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Pass to Klingon. Henderson outside. Here's Banton. Unloads. Here's Klingon. And he's fouled pretty hard on that. The Trailblazers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
Free throw good, Klingon. Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals, the Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And fair, they did go 46-36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender.
Out to Henderson. Off target from three-point range. On the wing, Hield. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Moody. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here are the Trailblazers with the ball. And good that time. And the Trailblazers lead by 2.
Grant at 6'9", using that length right there. A nice soft touch in close to the rim.
.34 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Banton. 5 to shoot. Here's Kamare. Here's Clinton. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Here's Pajemski. Hasn't made one yet. Jackson Davis can't get it to go. Here's Grant. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow. Portland with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Outside Curry. Takes the three. The three ball from Curry.
On the offensive end, Curry both prolific and efficient.
Here's Avdia. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
And when you're a knockdown shooter like you were, with the kind of athleticism that Anthony Simons possesses, Brent, you're in rarefied air.
Yeah, no doubt, Anthony, one of those guys, really tough to stop. You got to pick your poison with him. That quickness and his ability to get to the rim, though, that can impact what they do offensively.
To the paint. The kick out to Simons. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And the Warriors making a change here. Pass to Curry. And stolen by Sharp. Up the floor. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Portland shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game. Back in the late 80s and early 90s, Brent, the Blazers had a real chance to win some titles.
Oh, man, they ran into some great teams, too, Kevin. The bad boy Pistons and then the Bulls, obviously, with Michael Jordan. You know, winning a title in those days took something special, and the Blazers were right there.
Shot clock at 6. And Simons has it in the corner. Knocks down the 3 ball. Simons has got 5.
Toughest 3 on the floor. No biggie for Simons.
Left side Curry. Up top Moody. Curry is inside. Puts it up from 15. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Here's Ayton. Warriors with the rebound. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, a couple of seasons ago, Steph Curry first brought out the night-night when he put a team away. Asked about his inspiration, he said, "I have no idea. I don't choreograph any of that stuff. I was just having fun. You know how kids' bedtime routines are important? It's the final signal for job well done that day." Kevin?
Well said. He is a one of one, DA. With so many years in the NBA, you would think Curry would slow down, wouldn't you, Brent? But he remains at the very top of his game.
I think the best part about what we're seeing with Steph right now, Kevin, is his competitive will. You get to this age and you get to this stage after accomplishing all the things that Steph has done, and it's still not enough. So let's keep enjoying him while we can.
And it's Ayton missing. Here's Butler. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Portland leading by 7. Pass to Simons. .152 left in the third quarter. Drop shot. And he lays it up and in. Simons has got 7 points in the game.
You know, Simons developing this kind of deception to get to that float game. Man, that'll take him to another level.
Puts up a deep three. Doesn't go that time. Healed outside. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Simons.
Well, the defender was all over Kevon Looney, and he got physical right back. That's a nice play.
1:21 left here in the third quarter. Outside, Simons. Outside, Avdia. Back to Simons. And too long on the shot.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
And stolen by Ayton. Avdia with it. Now Payton defending. And that one's good, Ayton.
And the defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Outside Curry. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one on Simons. With Avdia, there's a versatility to his game that not many players can claim.
Yeah, Kevin, it's a great point. He does things on both ends. Sometimes defensively it goes unnoticed, but this guy can play a lot of different positions and is very skilled. He contributes in a lot of ways to his team.
Avdia can't hit. Warriors trail by 7. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Healed. Tries again. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. The second chance effort. Curry crashes inside.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
From deep three-point land. The third quarter comes to a close. The Blazers out in front. And it's been a very competitive game to get rolling here in quarter number 4. Portland leading by 5. Sharp with it. Pass to Ayton. Thibault on the wing. Offensive rebound. Thibault on the wing. Outside, Simons. Just 4 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And it's Ayton missing. Outside, Green. Now Podziemski. Pass to Post. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Now, here's Avdia. Portland moving the ball around. Avdia on the wing. Drills it from outside.
That's just a lapse right there. No matter what, somebody has to be there and get a hand up in the shooter's face.
Curry. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
Yeah, all those things that Steph does before the game, and you think there's no way he's pulling those off in the game. Guess what? He's pulling them off in the game.
Pass to Klingon. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation, and the delivery on time, on target.
Trailblazers leading by 8. From past the arc, Avdia gets the bucket.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores. You could see he wanted to get him back. Sadly, he couldn't capitalize from outside the arc.
To the inside. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Here's Curry. The double Curry doing it with style.
Yeah, it's not just the flair that Steph plays with, but the joy that he plays with that I love. Slicing apart the defense there. What a confident player.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. And he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Thanks, David. Here's Curry. That's tipped. That's a two-pointer from Walker. The rebound by Hield. Warriors trail by 14. Pass to Curry. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
Back to Henderson. Top of the key. Again, the Trailblazers score.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Trailblazers.
They had to battle for this win. There were times when it looked like it was maybe slipping away a bit, but they never let that happen, which I thought was a real credit to them.
And that's a product of their mental toughness. Anytime the flow of the game turned against them, instead of caving, they just dialed it up a notch and were able to pull away.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for DeAndre Ayton.
And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Looney's starting to play a little bit angry right now, and that's helping this defense be more aggressive.
The Blazers on offense. They're on a 15-6 run. Henderson outside. With the drive. Here's Klingon. And a missed layup. Here's Kuminga. Misses the three. Here's Kuminga. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Here's Podziemski. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Outside, Kuminga. Henderson outside. Inside. Amara. Out to Henderson. Pass to Jackson Davis. And he goes in for the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all.